Alright guys, so in yesterday's video, I had mentioned that I will most likely be skipping the Leonardo event. Now, the Raid Digest just came out, and it basically explains why I'll be skipping it. So we've heard that some of you had questions about how unique skills work, mainly Leonardo's TMNT Unity effect. To clarify, in a team with multiple copies of Leo, only the first Leonardo, based on the team slot order, will activate the TMNT Unity effect. If that champion dies, the remaining duplicates won't be able to trigger the effect. This mechanic applies to all champions whose skill include the note. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate. If we look at Leonardo, it's his A3 ability that they're talking about here, that if you have a full team of turtles, this ability will activate if an ally drops below 50% HP, and it does a massive hit. The idea was that whenever one ally drops below 50% HP, you would then have 4 turtles blasting the enemy team with this A3 skill, which would be extremely strong. Now, since that is not the case, and Leonardo, unless they change something, cannot empower Leonardo, which is another thing that's absolutely insane. I don't know why the turtle can't empower itself, considering you can pull multiple copies of it. It should be 2 options for empowerment, but it's not. I know some players in my clan who have 5 copies of Leonardo that are basically kind of useless at this point. Now, with that said, this is only applicable to players with 1 copy of Leonardo already. Now, if for some reason you missed one of the other turtles, you have a copy of Leonardo, and you have, 2 other turtles, then going for the 4th Leonardo, the 4th turtle, getting the 2nd Leonardo, is going to be worth it for you. Even though they won't proc their passives twice, you will be able to activate the 4 turtle ally unity skill, which is good. Now, when looking at this, I was thinking, there's actually one other situation where this could still be useful. Now, I don't know how practical it's going to be, but you could have a very good damage dealing Leonardo higher in the team order, and then a fast support like Leonardo later in the team order, maybe with a 9-piece protection set, opening up with his A2 ability, placing increased defense, ally protection, unkillable, and counterattack on themselves, so that the Leonardo doing damage when drops below 50% HP will be doing the damage with increased defense applied. That is a potential setup you could use if you had 2 Leonardos and you wanted to use them. It would be more effective than another Michelangelo. So while I originally yesterday was definitely just going to skip it, and at the beginning of this video, I was even just going to skip it, I am a bit more on the fence now. Now it's more of, what does it actually cost? If it's not extremely expensive and I can reasonably hit it, then I'll go ahead and do it. But since the Unity skill is not going to activate anyways, it is definitely less appealing. Now, like I said, Michelangelo is not going to be the most effective turtle in a team for the arena, so having 2 Leonardos is just going to be better than that anyways. Even if they can't proc this passive ability, they will have Stone Skin. You could run a setup with a 1 in protection, so it still is a viable strategy. Have a fast Leonardo and Stone Skin with maybe some reaction stuff. Just a different approach. It's not useless. It is just much less useful than what I originally thought. With that said, I'm a bit on the fence now if I'm actually going to skip it now that I explained all that. But either way, we'll have to see how the Leonardo event actually shakes out. I will definitely be going for the soul. I do have a soul for him. It's a 2-star soul, but I want to pick up the 5-star soul, of course. Now, as far as the rest of the Raid Digest, let's check this out. So we have some Maria information, basically talking about the special skill effects and having something to highlight what turn Maria is on without having to take mental notes on, hey, this is turn 1, this is turn 6, this is turn 8. We have 4 buffs. That's not divisible by 3. It's not going to work. There's a lot of mental gymnastics that go along with this champion, and having some kind of visual indicator would be great, but they're basically saying right now it is a big undertaking, and they can't give you an estimated time on when it actually would be in the game. To be honest, it probably won't be anytime soon. The TMNT Souls, small reminder that the TMNT campaign is over, that after it's over, players won't be able to get the heroes in a half shell from shards, but as long as you already have the champion, their soul will be available from soul stones and from the soul merchant. If you don't have the champion, their souls won't be available though. So maybe if you don't have April, you don't have to worry about her soul clogging up your market because you're not going to want that anyways. Now, for some skill description bugs on iPhone 8 Plus, very specific. Players are facing a bug where skill description pop-up is not showing during battle. It's a bug, and it'll be fixed in the nearest update. And then the next CVC tournament will not feature personal rewards. So essentially the main bit of news here is Leonardo's passive not working correctly. And while, like I said, yesterday I was saying I was just going to skip it. And honestly, at the beginning of this video, I was thinking I'm just going to skip it as well. I'm a bit more open to the idea of potentially going for it. And it does seem a bit more, I guess, interesting on how this would actually work out. Leonardo's still a good champion, even without that passive. He does hit hard, and he is better than Michelangelo. So I don't have multiple Rafts or multiple Donnies. So even with multiple Donnies, it wouldn't really make sense, right? Because Donnie's ability probably only activates once as well. Yeah, so it only activates once. But Leo's does activate multiple times. This ability will activate no matter how many other champions are on the team. And he's still going to join in the attack. So in PvP, 2 Leonardos is still better than just one because it replaces Mikey, like I said. So I would say Leo, Raf, Donnie, double Leo, Raf, Donnie would actually be the meta team. But if you're going to go for the 2 with the expectation of being able to get Leo to activate that A3 ability, just know that's not going to work. So just keep that in mind if you decide to go for or skip Leonardo. Some very important information. Let me know what your plans are for Leonardo. Plarium's dragging it out to the very end. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.